Today I will show you how to factor a polynomial of degree 4 or lower if the leading coefficient is equal to or not equal to 1. We will be using the factor theorem. So our task for today will be to factor the polynomial x cubed minus 7x minus 6. We must find the factors of the leading coefficient and constant term, which is the last term. So there is a 1 here, and the last term is a 6. So we know that the factors of 1 and 6 are plus and minus 1, plus and minus 2, plus and minus 3, and also plus and minus 6. Now we must determine the factor that makes the equation equal to 0. So now we take f at x, which is x cubed minus 7x minus 6, and we start to plug in plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6 until this whole equation equals 0. I know that when you plug in negative 2 into the polynomial, it equals 0. So negative 2 cubed is negative 8, negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14, and when you subtract negative 6 from that, the whole equation equals 0. We will reduce the number of terms using division. So we're going to take x plus 2, which was the first factor, and then we're going to divide it by the original equation, which was x cubed, but now I'm just going to add 0x squared, and then the rest will be the same, minus 7x minus 6. Goes in x cubed, x squared times x is x cubed, and then x squared times 2 is 2x squared. And now when you subtract this cancels out, and you have negative 2x squared remaining. So now we bring down the negative 7x. X goes into negative 2x squared, negative 2x times. Negative 2x times x will give us negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times plus 2 will give us negative 4x. So now the negative 2x squared cancels out, and when you subtract negative 7x by negative 4x, you get negative 3x. So now we must bring down the negative 6, and x goes into negative 3x, negative 3 times. Negative 3 times x gives you negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 2 will give you negative 6. So now this cancels out, and this cancels out, and you get a 0 remainder. We want to take this quotient and we want to factor it. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. So now what we need is two numbers that multiply to negative 3, and when you add them you get negative 2. So that is negative 3 and 1. So we found out that our first factor was x plus 2, and now our second and third one is x minus 3 and x plus 1. Factor x cubed minus 7x minus 6, we get the factors x plus 2, x minus 3, and x plus 1. Now we have factored this polynomial fully.